Hi, I'm Sharyn Rundle-Thiele. I'm here at Social Marketing at Griffith, and our team have been out working in community. We were funded by Department of Justice and Attorney General to work in 2 communities in Queensland who are experiencing high rates of youth violence and sexual abuse. Our team worked in Toowoomba and also in Bundaberg. Today, we're just going to give you a short insight into some of the findings and the learnings that we got from the work we ran in Toowoomba. Our team, who you'll hear from next, have worked right across community, guided by the Young Voices United Committee. This team of 10 people guided us every step of the way and helped us reach into community to understand what they need to see. Youth violence and sexual abuse is a problem. It's ongoing, it's long lasting. We need to stop it. And to do that, we need to do something different. So our team have great ways of understanding what it is that community wants, learn more, read our report, and come to us and understand what else we can all do to stop violence and abuse from happening in our communities.
Preventing and responding to sexual violence in Toowoomba requires collective action by the community, including youth who are particularly vulnerable to sexual violence. Young people played a key role in the CoDesign and CCS process implemented in Toowoomba earlier this year. A youth advisory group known as the Young Voices United Committee spearheaded co-design planning, including identifying ways of connecting with young people in the local community, supporting co-design and CCS facilitation, and providing feedback on ideas generated. The committee included 10 young people aged 14 to 25 years from diverse backgrounds who were nominated by local organisations in Toowoomba to promote a youth-led approach and ensure meaningful engagement. Committee members said that they appreciated having the opportunity to be involved in the co-design and CCS processes, enjoyed brainstorming with their peers and coming up with new ideas, and valued learning from the experiences of others. The 9 key ideas published in the Toowoomba report are all endorsed and supported by the Young Voices United Committee.
A creative collective solutions process involving over 170 local stakeholders was conducted to identify key priorities on preventing youth sexual violence and abuse. The local stakeholders responded to a survey that asked them to list up to 5 actions in response to a question: what can we as a Toowoomba community do to prevent sexual violence and abuse towards people aged 12 to 25? A total of 475 ideas were generated that were then reduced to 12 most important ones in a half-a-day workshop. One key solution that was agreed upon was developing a young people's safe and respectful relationships website that is created by young people for young people, that includes information on safe and respectful relationships and local support services that young people can access anonymously.
A total of 102 young people participated in CoDesign Sessions. These sessions sought input about the type of primary prevention activities that young people would like to see in Toowoomba. The CoDesign process was designed to be inclusive as possible. Participants included young people in school or alternative education programs, young people who have experienced homelessness, young people who identify as LGBTIQ+, young moms, young people at risk of disengaging from school, and young people from refugee and migrant communities. Insights from the CoDesign sessions highlight some important action items that young people would like to see in their community. For example, the main topics that young people would like to see covered is education on sexual and domestic violence prevention, consent, mental health, and relationships in general. Young people would like to hear and learn from the lived experience of those who have gone through unhealthy relationships or violence. They would also like content that is endorsed by experts so that they can trust the content. Domestic, family, and sexual violence needs to be destigmatized within the Toowoomba community. Young people believe gender inclusivity and equality need to be promoted. Participants also highlighted the role of mental health in violence prevention. Young people want education content to be delivered in a practical and engaging way. Suggested strategies include physical activities, workshops focused on skills building, group discussions, and scenario-based role-playing. For instance, framing prevention activities as social events rather than educational events will be more attractive to young people. Participants outlined a range of locations to promote or deliver the prevention initiative, including schools, but also informal environments in the community like cafes, libraries, community centers, and outdoor spaces like parks. CoDesign participants also emphasized that the initiative should be promoted through services that already work with young people. In terms of online promotion, they mentioned social media outlets like Instagram, TikTok, and Snapchat would have the most reach. These insights were used to design the proposed social media campaign to promote the initiative. Overall, the CoDesign insights from young people were directly included to design the whole of community initiative. This includes a website where important content from young people can be delivered in an easy-to-use and engaging way. In line with young people's preferences, this would include short videos, downloadable information, and lived experience testimonials. All of young people's insights and ideas were presented and endorsed by the Young Voices United Committee and reported in the Toowoomba Community Ideas document.
Prevention of youth violence and sexual abuse is a shared responsibility. The more we can all take action, the better the outcomes are going to be. And I'm really pleased to tell you that since we've completed this work for Department of Justice and Attorney General, that we've partnered with Mission Australia, Lives Live Well and Civic Assist, and we've secured funding to actually fund the Young Kings program. They'll be out in community working with youth who are at risk, and that is an amazing outcome. So the more we get together, the more we actually start getting to work with what we know we need to do, the sooner we're going to see a reduction in rates of violence and youth sexual abuse.